Hello, my dear Pisces. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of November with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's 4 elements. Pick a card reading up. What does the divine want to tell you for the full members to this channel? And the reading, Why Am I on Earth at This Time? Are available for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for September to get a context, and this is the prediction for November. Unfortunately, no reading was done for October since I turned ill. And I will start reading your cards, and I use the Green Witch Tarot by Anne Mora. So, when I open your deck here, I see nature together with 5 of Pentacles. So you feel like something is unfair, like someone isn't loving you the way they should do, or they have excluded you, or they don't care about you, or they think that something is wrong with you, or that you are not good enough in their eyes. But this is how you think things are. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have a Knight of Pentacles. So it shows that you can have a very different mindset here. If you kind of reprogram your mind a little bit, you can see things from a much more fertile perspective and take more control over your own life. Instead of being sad that you're not included there, you can include yourself in your whatever beautiful future you want to have, and put the one foot in front of the next one to create whatever it is that you want, one step at a time. So I call the 4 archangels, and this shows that you can have success if you just change this current mindset, this significator with the 5 of Pentacles, where you feel left out in the cold. If you believe in yourself, no one like another person doesn't have to believe in you. You need to first figure out what makes you happy, or what makes you exhilarated, or what would be a sensible creation in your life. What would you want to do? And then create it, because here is a promise that you also will be successful with this if you just change your mindset. Okay. So I call the 6 elements, and here we have the Oak King. Okay, so you will possibly be able to revisit this if you are conquering this right now and doing, your best to create your new future. You will have to revisit this mindset again. It will block your forward movement yet again. So you need to be prepared to not just overcome the obstacles once, but maybe twice, and a 3rd time and a 4th time. But the Oak King shows that this is levels of growth. So don't be sad or like beaten to the ground just because you don't have like this straight line to success or to reach whatever it is that you want. It will rather be like this, going upwards and falling down because of a mistake, which you learn something from, and then you are so much more rich than you were before you made the mistake, because now you know the consequences of this or that and that. So you're like a scientist, you're learning. So then it's up again, and then maybe someone else's mistake or something else is creating you to have a fall, and then you deal with that. The problem solving in itself is educating you, so don't let yourself be beaten down. Figure it out, solve the problem is what this card is saying. If we can get it to focus, maybe, or maybe not. There you can see this symbol. They have the solution for their own entanglement. So you have your own solution for your own problem. Oh, 2 cards shot away. And it was these 2 cards, the Page of Swords and the 2 of Cups. It seems like your inner child has decided that only towards the fairy tale story, will you get happiness? Like you need another person to become happy. It might be true in some contexts. It's always a little bit more exhilarating to share things with others, but you can actually find happiness on your own, and you're supposed to do that right now. It's mostly so you can learn to find your own strength and not be beaten down by life's events, but actually use all life events to be even more glorious. 7 of Cups. Even though you don't know why certain things are happening, it's like you're being divinely guided to certain mistakes and mishaps because you need those. It's like the ingredients of cake that you're baking, and you need all those ingredients. And you think, oh, why do I need to go and get cinnamon now as well? Oh, how boring. But every ingredient is needed for the end result, and the ingredients in itself to get them is kind of an adventure. Okay, so I will tune in for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, but also to singles. So stay put, because the second reading or the clarification will be also aimed particularly towards singles. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the High Priestess. So you need to collect and cook the ingredients without losing your spirit every time you need to go and fetch the new ingredients by the divine recipe or guidance. Okay, so try to hold your posture, don't fall down and in a pile and be sad and lose your courage. 7 of Pentacles shows blockages, or something has been taking its time to be manifested. So it might have tested your patience a little bit. It's a little bit connected to the Hanged Man card, that sometimes there's blocks in life, or things doesn't come smoothly. If we could just by magic fix a big party here, we didn't have to make the plates and polish the plates and make the table and make the pot and grow the flowers and make the tools and wait for the good weather. We could just like this, but it's not like that to be on Earth. And it takes a lot of effort just to hold a dinner party, for example. Or a lot of different people have put a lot of work into every aspect of that dinner table and what it's offering. So this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. This is your feelings, the bond between the two of you, their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, which actually came in reverse. Maybe I will lay it like that. So, and the outcome for November, and their behaviors and attitudes. Okay. So the situation is 4 of Swords. So maybe you're not in speaking terms, or there might be something that you are taking you take your time and your distance away from something. And here we see the 9 of Swords. It might be that someone is taking their time and distance from you as well, and you're making this into a problem. But it's really, this time when you're supposed to fetch one of the ingredients that's needed for your happiness here, your fortune, the 10 of Swords. It seems like the other person has gotten it. Like, okay, this needs to happen because I need to do this, and this is on the agenda, and this is important. This is what I need to do. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Well, you are a little bit more feel like the victim to the circumstances, to God, to the divine, to destiny, to bad luck, to bad partners, or a bad deal, or never being able to catch a break. So you create your own luck, okay? All the mishaps is just tools or ingredients to give you the recipe for success. And this is the bond between the two of you, and it's the standing stone, which is justice, 11, and it's a swords energy to this, and you had all swords already, so it's definitely you are being put on a spot. You are asked to get a little bit of a spine and you know, solve this for yourself or fix this for yourself. So we'll see. This is your feelings towards the other person, and it's the Sun card, 19, and their feelings is the Battle Wagon, 7. Okay, so again, this feels very airy energy, and it doesn't mean that you're dealing with an air sign. It just means that you need to heighten yourself above the situation into the element of air to be able to see this situation from an above perspective. The 19th Sun is a very favorable card in this position. It shows that you have a great capacity for love and also for insight, and like the 9 of Swords here with you victimizing yourself. It's just a tool that you use to say to God that, oh, you put me in a too much difficult position, I can't do this, so that you will get an easier deal. But in reality, you're super strong, super capable, you are vibrating on a very high frequency, so you can actually pretty easily solve this situation. And you also bring a lot of love and a lot of light into this relationship. It's only major arcana card here, the 19, the 11, and the 7. Here, this person seems, they are not really empathic at this point. They are not really caring about you or your problem. Maybe they feel manipulated by you, complaining about things or saying that it's their fault, or if they only had done this or loved you more, then you would be happy, or supported you, or done this or that. But they are very decisive of something. I don't know exactly what it is, but they want something and they are going to go and get it. Okay. And this is your behaviors and attitudes. And we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reversed. So it's a little bit like you, like when you see a football game, there's a lot of people kind of acting as if they got wounded to get like a favorable position in the game, and it's a little bit like what I'm seeing you doing. And it's not, you're not doing it wearingly, you're just doing it because it's comfortable, and usually someone comes to your aid. It's like saying, oh, I suddenly got a stone in my shoe, and getting someone to lean on so you can take off your shoe, but really you just want to lean a little bit on that person, maybe feel like sense how they smell. So it's like you have an alternative agenda. It's not a negative agenda. You have good intentions. It's just like you're using different means of manipulation to get what you want, instead of standing strong and, you know, dealing with the thing. You're acting as a damsel in distress, or acting as someone else needs to come and save you. And their behaviors and attitudes is they're not going to come and save you. They have decided to not do that. They want you to show that you want to save this or save yourself, or it might be that they just are moving on from you. The World card is more of an ending card than the Death card, but it's also a card of transformation, going from one side to the other, which we also see here in the 6 of Athens. Going over the river Styx with a ferry boat. So going from one situation to the other, and it's justice here. So it's definitely, this situation has very hard demands on you to, you know, fix whatever problem you have. You know, make a list, take one thing after the other. Don't let yourself come with like explanations to why you should escape this. I don't have time, I don't want to. It can be as easy as let's say stop smoking. You have gotten the news that you need to stop smoking because it's you know, it's a matter of life and death for you, but you say, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it, I'm such a victim to my own addiction here. But for real, you have the strength to just quit it if you just, if you just decide to do it and then reinforce that decision. But for some reason, you want to make yourself out to weaker than what you are, and also using that as an excuse to be a little bit self-destructive. And it can be other things as well. Let's say that you have a money problem and you say, oh, I don't know, I'm always this poor, I can't help myself. But instead of complaining, you go out, shine in the world, put your best clothes on, and you just seek out a job, whatever kind of job or whatever kind of income that is not about, robbing, stealing, or selling your body, but, a good job that will give a lawful income. And then you get the money and you get the work done, and you're not a victim. You don't go to other people and borrow money, or it's in a relationship. Let's say that you had a lot of complaints about your partner, and instead of waiting for them to improve, because they don't seem that they are not into that at all, you decide how you can make yourself happy in this situation. What do you need from yourself? Instead of asking what you need from the other person, ask what you need from yourself and give it to yourself. Honor yourself, help yourself, please yourself in ways that gives you your spark back, so you can bounce back on these two legs and fix your life. So this is what I'm seeing here. And as always, this can be the other person, this can be you. So if it's too much in your face, you can say that this is the other person. But the other person is also depicting your shadow, so it's still you in some dimension or in some situation. So focus. So that's the main thing. Focus. You can fix whatever you want with this energy of the sun if you just focus. If you want it, if you focus on it, you will get it. And the water fairy, feeling and emotions. It seems like this person has come in contact with their emotion, and their emotion says that they need to go this road straight ahead and do this thing and not let anything else distract their mind. They are coming closer and closer to themselves. They might be even going to save this little water fairy from the bottom of the well. So it's a good thing what this person is doing. It might feel like a betrayal towards you, but it's actually them getting to know themselves better and healing themselves, honoring themselves. And you can use that and do the same thing as well, to start to honor yourself instead of waiting for them to change their mind and come and save you or say the right thing. You do and say the right thing that will be good for you. So they have kind of integrity now, and their integrity is good for them because they are learning to love themselves, and therefore they can also start to allow their feelings and emotions more in their life as also guidance for themselves. Before, I feel like this person might have been very closed off, but this is not what's happening now. They are starting to open up, but privately to themselves, and learning to understand what they want and what they don't want. So they are not going to fall back and, start to fix things for you. Or gradually they will stop fixing things for you and start to fix things for themselves, because they are on a very magical healing journey. So you need to let them go on that journey. And now I will use the Illuminati Tarot to clarify the Four of Atoms, which is also the past. So we see the Tower here. It's the number 4, and we have 4 fours in this 16 Tower. So the old way isn't working anymore. The old way was the 9 of Atoms, King of Swords. So it's like you refuse to do the thing that's good for you because you want control in the situation. I think you have gotten control to a certain level of manipulation. Of course, sometimes we need to manipulate others a little bit. It's, for example, when we teach a child that other people are not going to clean up your mess. So we need to tell them to take the care of their own dishes and take it to the dishwasher, for example. And we need to be decisive like this, even if it's making the child sad and feeling like you don't love them. So you might feel like you are in that position now, and that you are supposed to tell the other person how they are supposed to treat you and how to be a good person in a relationship. Or this might be dealing with the situation at work or with your friends or with your family, and you feel like you are right and you are entitled, and that the other people should cave. Okay, this was in the past. And we have the Five of Swords. So the other people, they didn't want to cave, and they didn't want to agree with you, maybe trying to raise them or tell them what they needed to do. It's hard to know what situation we are in. It's almost impossible to know if we are supposed to kind of help another person to do the right thing by telling them what to do, or that we should just really just do it ourselves. And we need to be our own judge of this with the Justice card here. We need to figure out what's the right or the wrong thing to do, and always look very clearly with the Sun card on ourselves to focus on what's the best for everyone. If you see, let's say that you see that someone's dirty socks are in the hallway towards the washing room or whatever, the laundry room, or the bathroom, or wherever you keep your dirty clothes. You might let them lay there, months on end until the other person pick it up, or you pick it up yourself. There's no point in picking it up for the other person and then say that you picked it up, or nagging on them, because it's not going to be helpful. So a little bit of a tip there. So either you need to reinforce it by, if it's a grown-up person. With children it's different, but if it's a grown-up person. So, and in the now we have an Ace of Pentacles. So there's a chance for a new beginning with this Justice stone here. And clarifying the Sun card, we have the Queen of Wands, the Strength. And clarifying the Battle Wagon, we have the Two of Swords. So if you don't do it, no one else will do it. This is Libra, and this Justice card is also Libra. So it's about not dragging in other people in your problems, is what I'm feeling. You can go your whole day being irritated about the sock, or you can just pick it up and put it where it belongs. Or you can learn to not see it, just let it pile up. It's really up to you. And it seems, I feel with the Two of Swords, it can go either way. Either you are, you kind of become angry or passive aggressive, or you teach yourself. I hope you will teach yourself with this Two of Swords. So clarifying the Six of Athens, we have the Seven of Wands. Standing up for what we believe in, 7. And clarifying the Two of Pentacles, we have the Two of Wands. It's pride. I think it's also pride involved, that you want other people to, you get like a certain feeling of enhancement when you say to a person that they did wrong, and they say, I'm sorry, next time I will pick up my socks myself. And here you kind of don't want to let that go by being the one that picking up the sock or just letting it be there for eternity. But the Seven of Wands is talking about something different. I will see if I can understand it. Clarify the World Tree here, Princess of Swords. It's also about, not letting other people get away with stuff. So this is really hard for you, because you are going to have to be really clear about what's your mess and what's another person's mess. And if someone is being overbearing and asking you to do things that is, burdensome to you, it seems like you're supposed to learn to say no to that and just no. It's not going to happen. But also watch when you are trying to do the same thing towards another person. So try to be very mindful and very clear about what is happening, so that you can make the best judgment in the situation and take the most fertile, promising step forward. Okay, so that might be even to up the game. Like if the person is putting their old socks in the hallway, you can start to put your old socks there as well. It's nice to first have said, of course, that please take up your socks, but there's no point in, telling it every day. You can maybe say it 3 times, like over a week's period, before you start to drop your own socks in the hallway. But it seems like this is what you're supposed to do. So it goes both ways. It's like both taking yourself by the neck, but also the other person by the neck, that no one gets away with easy with manipulations or schemes. So even if you're a singles person, this tend to all your relationships, all the relationships where you have this kind of little bit of power struggle, that try to be the boss of another person, or be the one that says the criticism, or even getting away with stuff like, I will leave my dishes and my socks and this and that and see how far I can take it. Interesting. I will see what kind of higher message we can get from this. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So I think this is about learning to be more in a community, in social situations, and maneuver those situations to keep a clear mind yourself, but also help the other person to keep a clear mind and avoid any kind of manipulations, left or right. To leave your own socks is also a kind of a manipulation, but it's very hard. On Earth, we can't just magically make things go away. Everyone needs to take a certain amount of responsibility, and some people won't take that responsibility, but you need to figure out a way to kind of work together with others in a way where you are not really going overboard with manipulating them, and they are not manipulating you, and everyone takes responsibility and having integrity, but also, being able to be a nice person, that, the focus should also be to be like a good person, a person of that can help others, doesn't just help themselves. But a lot of this reading is talking about how you can help yourself, how you can go that extra mile for yourself, fix your life so you don't have to manipulate another person's life. That's what I'm seeing, and not letting them manipulating you either. Okay. So I hope this was helpful and not too confusing. And I would urge you to watch the love reading for September to learn more about this situation or relationship. And please share my videos to let more people know about them. Also like the video to show YouTube that you want to continue seeing readings from me in your feed. And of course subscribe and hit the notification bell to be sure that you get noticed when I'm posting a new video. Thank you so much in advance also for watching this far. Take really good care. Until next time, stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.